Hello, everybody. It's me, Nether. No, it's me always here. Hi everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. It is time to play Scion. I haven't played this since last year. Yes, I'll be continuing this joke next time for Hyrule Chronicles as well. But hello everybody, it's good that you're all here. I am looking very much forward to playing this game, and I hope very much that you are looking forward to it too. Let me see if there's anything that I wanted to say up front. I think I've mentioned a few things last stream, which was 2 days ago, I think? Yeah, 2 days ago. That was a random stream. I did have a lot of fun with it, and I'm very glad that we got to do some mountain drawing stuff. And yeah, I still have a couple of announcements to come. In regards to the plains meld, but things are still in the works, so can't say everything. With that said, I might as well bring us to the group chat.
Words.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You're back. We missed you. I freaked out and thought you weren't going to come back, and I started tearing up the whole apartment, screaming in fear.
It's like a dog in a crate.
Oh no.
Exactly like a dog in a crate.
I'm sorry. Indeed. Also, I don't hear the audio of the stream, so if there are people watching or listening in and thinking that the audio is too soft, if my mic is not properly broadcasting, or in any case there is something up, do let me know, because apparently this Tuesday there was some issues. I think I fixed it. I think I found the setting that was worked.
You're fine.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, I'm fine.
The problem with it was I had my recording audio set to 97% rather than 100.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
And
did.
for mics, that's significant.
It's so funny how 3% is so significant.
Yeah, it's to do with decibel, which is logarithmic. And the percentages are not. And so that kind of gets... there's a bit of a mismatch.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, by the way, Nether, because that stroopwafel thing I tried, it was
Apples,
yummy.
yeah.
It said it was packaged and made in the Netherlands when I
Probably.
got the packaging.
Yeah. So stroopwafels are. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there are like manufacturing plants outside of the Netherlands, because it is very tasty. But on the other hand, not as common, because it is very much a Dutch product.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like
at
them.
the gas station, surprisingly.
Ah.
Yeah, there's some on the shelves and when the supermarkets here.
Yeah.
They're good.
Syrup waffles.
They were yummy.
Waffles.
I like that the thing says, Keystrip, this is second to the stream. You tried.
Oh, there's also a message that you get when you're third.
Oh.
Oh.
Michi, would you do the honors?
Okay, I'll do third.
I like being told that I tried because I never tried.
Okay. I'm just okay. I'm mediocre. I will accept this mediocrity.
Present.
I agree.
Michi, how does it feel to be the bronze medal?
What is that from?
That's paraphrasing Dragon Ball Z abridged. At the point where the only Namekians on the planet alive are Guru, Nail, and Dende. And so Nail's physically the strongest, and so Guru goes, Dende, how does it feel to be the bronze medal?
It does not surprise me that is Dragon Ball abridged.
Yep.
Nail, I saw a bird. It was pretty.
Oh dear.
Alright. Is everybody ready?
I think so.
I think so
Ready as
too.
I'm gonna get.
Sure. I
When
guess.
last we saw our heroes.
When last we met our troublemakers.
I was about to say, maybe we go with Intrepid Adventures.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on,
I was
what
just going
is-
with the Dragon Ball Z references. Chala! Hey, chala!
the Lucky Star version?
Sure.
Alright.
I just like that song.
Before we start, Red Ghost, can you say something, please? It can also be
Oh.
something.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that samba.
Did you open your captions?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
However,
wow.
They're very blurry.
you have changed something
this?
there.
Yeah,
I
your
don't-
captions
I
are very hard to
You're being
read.
censored.
I swear, I didn't touch anything. I just booted up the page. What is happening?
You're being
What
censored.
did you do? 2 minutes.
Uh,
I'll be right back.
Should I click things to fix? Somebody's coming.
Something goes. Yeah, I know.
Hello.
Hello.
I swear, I didn't.
It's fine. I'm not blaming you of it
Can't
or anything.
believe Pavnov is.
I
is-
am.
Hello.
There we
Reacting all
go.
your
That
words.
is much better. Thank you so much.
Hooray! Alvarin saved the day.
That's better.
Sure did.
Go fart. All is right with the world.
It looks to be the case.
Okay, are we
Did you
all
say
good?
go fart?
I did, but that's because, Average was fixing my stuff. They went, go for it, to signal me to test the mic again, and as I leaned in, the mic just read, go fart. We both lost it.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo.
Alright, cool. His captions are fixed.
I thought
Alright.
you were telling Alvarins to go fart, like they needed to fart, and I was like, you're just gonna out them like that?
No. Alright. So, everybody ready?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Alright. So, last time you dealt with some of the aftermath of your little tussle in the park.
The tussle and
Mostly-
Brussels.
Dealt with is a strong word.
Mostly saw a lot of the internet things going by storm, ignored the personal aspects to it, and started counterattacking some people who might have been bad faith actors, so to speak, in regards to what was going on in varying forms. Some of you did direct research and tried to catch who was interacting or pursuing some of these things. Others of you put the focus on sending a bunch of monkeys to meme at them.
And it was funny.
It was funny.
Grade A content.
I will do things if they are funny.
Afterwards, the majority of the party, except for Carden, went to the aforementioned speakeasy in Upper Town, Brussels. And after some drinks, some having some food, getting to know or at least see the impact that your deeds are already having on the local denizen population. It was a pretty good time. However, Cardin decided to take a more direct approach in regards to things and found an active member of the Deicide Compact Pact's house. Broke in, got some, what's the word I'm looking for? Got some information from a calendar, and then decided to go upstairs to try to see if there was any digital information that they could get when they heard the click of a gun behind them, which activated Andre's spider sense. And Andre vanished from the speakeasy and appeared in the house that Cardin was in. The gunshot went off, not affecting Andre at this particular moment, as Cardin decided to grab the computer and jump out of the window.
I already have an idea for a title.
Oh,
Good.
smash and grab.
Mistakes were made.
All right, I now have 2 ideas for titles. Thank you, Nether.
You
Alright.
said title. I thought you were meaning legendary title.
That's exactly what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And so what we're going to do as some of this stuff happens is I'm gonna click this one. I apologize if it's a little loud. So what are you guys doing in the speakeasy as Andre vanishes?
Oh, thank God.
This would be very worrying music. It was me and me and the person with the gun.
I apparently stopped the music here somehow. I still have my own music playing, darn it.
Jody was making friends, so
You still making
they're
friends?
talking to someone. It's like, yeah, and where'd he go?
Okay.
How do you lose a guy that big?
You forget to cherish him.
Thank you.
What?
He's gotta reset some things here.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So we've noticed. So we're making friends. We've noticed that Andre's missing. Certain things being fixed. Is there anything that you guys would like to do at this particular moment before we head back to the quote-unquote action, so to speak?
None of us know this is going on, for the record,
I
right?
think we learned everything we can, right?
Yeah. You got a pretty good general idea. You've got a little bit of extra information, at least regarding the, I'm going to call it the Mythic Underground, just that way it's consistent, and how they might view you guys, or how you guys might sit there and do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would say that there's a decent amount of information that you guys have gotten here.
Okay. So I think I'm done.
Okay. But, yeah, I believe Andre didn't say anything. Andre just vanished.
Just
He
like the Goku.
saluted and then turned into sand. He's gonna walk back over to the other and say, "So where'd Andre go?"
He was just here.
Wait. He was with us the whole time? He's usually really quiet, so I didn't even
Yes, he's
realize.
like Sam Reich.
I
Not everyone gets that. I'm so sorry.
I don't know. I don't know what's so samurai about him, but I think we should probably
Yes.
send a message or
Okay.
something like that.
So you guys do reach out to Andre as you guys are getting ready to leave to see.
It's Jody texting. Where the fuck did you go?
How did you do that? Okay, excellent. Good to know. I will go ahead and hit that, and then I'm gonna go. Okay. So,
Oh, that's a tone shift. Oh, that's a hell of a tone shift.
Andre.
Back to danger.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Andre, you are inside of the building marked by the red circle specifically, with one individual who has the gun still in his hand, but the gun is pointed down from you. Carden, you do not know those other two individuals are out there yet. Because what I need you to do is I need you to make a physical athletics check as you fall from the second story.
Okay.
With a computer.
Listen, this is nothing new for me, I hope.
Uh-huh.
New or not, it's still something that can happen. It's part of the reason why I'm saying physical, even though I wrote stamina.
Okay, here we go. Yay!
Hey!
Excellent.
This will be funnier when I fail later.
So, with 5 successes, you're able to tuck and roll. Nothing happens in regards to it. You're able to keep things safe. And then as you land, since that was the action there, I'm going to take a look at this. Okay. So, let me take a look at all of the things that this guy gets.
Oh no! Oh no! That's
I feel like you would have been safer if you'd stayed inside.
You know what? You're probably right, but hey, you know what spices up a story? Steaks.
Yeah.
Mm,
You mean mistakes?
medium rare.
Those two.
Interesting. I'll have to sit there and play around with some of that. Okay. So this individual that's in the shadows, as you kind of probably take a brief look around, you see two. One is much clearer to see than the other, as the other seems to have some kind of smoke around him.
Oh boy.
It's just kind of difficult to get any eyes on him. There's also, next to this individual with the smoke, a small squirrel-like creature that seems to be made of the same thing. He's going to make a roll. Okay. What you do is he uses Immobilize.
No, please.
You can still move. Any action requiring movement, such as a move reflexive action or a dash, requires an athletics and might roll to make use of it, to make use of it, with a difficulty equaling 4. As you fall down and reach there is some kind of thing as he reaches out and simply says quietly, "I'll let you go if you leave the person's things," as the smoke seems to add on to it. He has an additional ability. That is, and I'll just type it out for you. So, fleeing, any roll that you make to flee with the object, also has +1 difficulty.
Oh boy.
So you have to make an athletics might roll at difficulty 5 in order to continue running.
I don't think I'm getting this thing. Okay.
Alright. But with that, Andre and Cardin, what would you guys like to do?
I'm planning.
So what does the person in front of Andre look like?
Is there anything that you're looking for in particular?
No, just trying to know who they are, if any way familiar or...
Mid to late 30s, mask about average height.
Ooh, a mask.
Compared to a femme, indeed.
Yes. Short cropped hair. I wouldn't necessarily say that they necessarily look familiar, but it's kind of a part and partial to the individual there.
Okay.
I can actually, so that way everyone can see it, because I don't know if people are on there or seeing a higher resolution. This is the image that I used for the individual in smoke. Oh, nope. Damn it.
It's a Getty Images thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you mean that description was the man in the smoke? I meant the one...
Yeah. No. That was the one that was sitting there. I was just posting that picture for the man in the smoke.
There's
for
also
people who
kitties.
can't sit there and take a look at that.
Yes, but I was fairly of the opinion that this guy in front of me probably wasn't a kitty.
No. That's because I was told cute for the generic antagonist, so
Yes.
all generic antagonists are cats.
Yes.
I think that's reasonable.
Kitties.
All generic antagonists specifically are pirate cats, actually.
Yeah.
Yarg.
Yarr.
Oh, I just realized he's got a little mouse on his shoulder.
Andre would like to say thank you for lowering the gun. Maybe we can talk this out. Do you mind if I just check that that guy hasn't broke his leg falling out the window?
As long as I get my stuff back, I really don't mind what anyone does.
Okay.
Alright.
Andre will go look out the window.
Okay.
I let the card just being held upside down by whatever this smoke is.
It's less being held upside down, because you do have the capability to struggle and move, type of thing. But it's, in this particular instance, as you kind of take a look at Carton, I don't know if you've seen people kind of tuck and roll from a large parkour drop type of thing, where they're kind of on a knee about ready to run type of thing. But I would say that Carton is in that position, but shackles of smoke are holding Carton down. Looking out of the window.
Okay. Andre will look back to the gunman and say, I think I need to go check on him. I'll just... sorry. And Andre will attempt to climb down from the outside.
Okay. We'll just...
Faster than wandering through their house.
So yeah, if you go out, either way it'll be a movement action, but I'll just kind of put you there from the house into the yard. So you are, for all intents and purposes, within the range beyond.
Okay. Guess I'll shout out, Carden? What are you doing in this guy's house?
Oh, man, you just use real names, alright.
Andre's not smart enough to know code names. You didn't tell him.
No, that's fine. I just wasn't expecting
you haven't
it.
come up with them yet.
I'm Eagle 1. Okay. Carden, what you doing, homie?
Yeah, there's no way out of this for me. Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna sting. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just drop the PC. There's no way I'm getting out of this.
Is there anything else that so you're just gonna let go of the PC and that's it?
I mean, it's the only way I'm getting out of here. I I have nothing that will help that will not be a detriment to others.
Oh dear.
Sorry, more of a detriment. Oh yeah, no, I have 2 nuke abilities for when I get caught, but I usually expect that to be alone.
Can you imagine if they'll be angry if you drop it, but in a way that'll break the PC?
Oh man, it's so funny you say that, because that's exactly the way I was going to describe it, because Final Destruction's a hell of a thing.
Is that something that you'd like to do?
No, I'm not that spiteful yet.
I hear you say PC, and I immediately think player character.
So this...
Shorthand.
It helps that in and out of character I had no idea what you were doing here.
It
That's
does.
So this...
Yeah, that makes sense.
The humanoid companion of the individual walks forward, grabs the device, and then walks back. And the individual in the smoke cloud goes, "Thank you, and if you and your friend, I presume, over there, Carden, would be on your way," and he waves his hand and the smoke dissipates.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Andre,
Hmm?
as both of you guys leave, I would like for you to make a mental subterfuge roll.
Oh boy.
Those sound like things you're very good at.
They do not. uh... Yeah, it's just... I don't think I have anything I can do beyond this. 2 successes.
Would you like to spend momentum?
Please spend momentum.
I'll
See if you want.
spend 3.
Alright.
No successes.
Aw.
With 2 momentum, it's very hard to tell as you pass by the guy at the smoke. And there's something that scratches your mind, but can't really put a finger on it. If there's nothing else that you guys do, so you guys leave.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop the fence.
They just watch you go before stepping inside the house themselves. And we'll go back to the map here.
Andre will look down at Card and say, "Why were you about to get yourself shot?"
Information.
He just sort of blinks at it, saying, "Well, it probably hurts a lot."
Oh, it definitely does, but I think I could have taken him.
It's just a flesh wound.
I didn't know the other 2. That was a squirrel, right? Wait, was there a squirrel? There was definitely a squirrel, right?
To be clear,
Okay.
there was a total of 3 humanoid figures and an additional smoky small animal, as if there was that as like a squirrel.
Okay.
Look, squirrel.
Can't believe they let the squirrel smoke.
You
Not very
know,
healthy for him.
it took all of my power to not make a smoking is bad for you joke.
Only
fine, I'll
you
do
can
it.
prevent forest fires.
Yeah, because the squirrels are causing them. With cigarettes.
I mean, to be fair, the monkeys are doxing people on Twitch.
Yes. Yes, they are. They know where you live.
Do be careful. That is a federal crime.
And it's not even the worst one they've committed.
Don't worry. The island does not extradite to any country.
Not even to the European Union?
Nope.
Nice.
England does not adhere to the UN.
Andre, you receive a text message from Jody as, where the fuck did you go?
There's a lot of exclamation points and question marks.
Andre will be texting back, and it'll be that annoying thing of you get writing, then nothing, then writing, then nothing, then writing.
Oh my god.
So it's eventually saving Carden's ass.
Alright.
Is this a group chat or is this just a one-on-one chat?
Then the next message you get like 2 seconds later is, you got in a fight without me?
Jail!
The reply will be, technically there was no fight.
Jail for Garden for 1,000 years!
and then just, I'm gonna yell at Carden.
Okay, so Carden gets the same message.
It's probably in the group chat.
Where would you guys like to go?
Where do we
Carden,
go
do you wanna
every
go meet up
time?
with the others?
To bed.
Carden's going to look at Andre, then look back at the house longingly. Yeah.
Andre will put a firm but incredibly strong hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. Wow, that's loud. Hold on.
I don't
As
know
if
why
the
your stuff's so
weight
loud,
of-
homie.
Weight on
I-
of the world
It
is on your
started
shoulder.
out at 15 and I had to put it down lower.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does Vega split off with them, or does Vega want to meet up with people and compare notes or figure out what happened?
Okay, I just need to know, where is everybody going?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm asking, because you said to bed.
Oh, I was saying that as a joke.
Mm.
I had said, where do we meet up literally any time we all need to talk?
That's the Midnight Nook.
Yeah.
There you go.
Books time.
Unless we want to start making the speakeasy a regular hangout.
There's also Liv's Park that you guys could go to at some point.
Don't make the joke, don't make the joke,
Like,
don't
what
make the
time
joke.
is it in game? It's
The
probably
park
pretty
park?
late by now.
Yeah, it's getting to the middle of the night, I'd say. Probably 10, 11.
Probably a
PM.
bit late to be walking around the park.
Probably head home to sleep then.
So you guys want to split off for the moment, get some rest, and meet in the morning?
I think I'll walk Carden a considerable distance away from that house, then head home.
Fair enough.
You're establishing nothing. Don't worry about it. I need to make a note. Excuse me.
If you specifically go back to
No,
that
no,
house,
no. It's something else.
You realize that as long as I consider you someone I'm protecting, you can never escape me if you get in trouble.
No, I'm aware. Trust me, as somebody who hoards that ability like gold, yes, I'm aware.
I only just
Guardian.
realized that it's... yeah.
Guardian
Mhm.
title for Andre next Legend of the Babysitter.
Yes.
Oh, but if I up my primeval calling even further, I can go so fast. I think at that point I get towards race car.
I think you could
Nice.
go supersonic speeds or something like that.
Oh,
You're
wow.
close to it.
Be
Nowhere will be
scale
safe.
3.
Oh yeah, you're only at scale 2 primeval, okay.
Scale 3 airliner fast plane.
Okay.
I'm currently at race car speed.
Yeah.
Neum.
Alright. So everyone gets some rest.
Jody does go home.
Oh boy.
Okay, I put it in the notes. Give me a second.
Oh, if we're ending the night, I would just like to say Cardin does go to the Midnight Nook, but he does go to sleep. I'll do a coin toss to see if it's in the Nook itself or if he actually does go home. But his cork board is there, and he needs it right now.
Okay.
It's his little security cork board.
I realize now I'm surprised you didn't try in some way to steal the hard drive whilst dropping the computer.
That would take a lot of effort. It would be very noticeable.
Depending on how the hard drive is.
It is inside
in
the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, and this is in no way saying that it was a bad idea for you to do what you do. I'm actually glad things worked out the way they did. I had a plan for if I got caught and I was alone. It was spiteful, and it would have hurt me and probably the group. But I did have more options alone than I did with somebody else there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Keystrith, highs or lows?
Oh no.
Lows.
Okay. 6. Yeah. So as you arrive, do you take your time getting home, or do you kind of...
I'm not rushing, but...
Okay.
I'm not just...
You're also not dragging your feet.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get home, the only person in the main room as you step in is your mom, Annabelle. It's... What's your empathy look like?
1.
Just 1.
I got 1 because I made tea.
It's a lot of emotions. None of them seem good, but it's hard to tell what's kind of on there that is on her face. And do you pause before heading to your room? Or do you head straight there?
I just look at her and say, I didn't respond because I knew you'd be mad. And I know that I shouldn't do that, but... yeah.
It's definitely that facial expression where it's kind of like there's about like 6 things that I could say and I need to figure out which one to pick that's not going to make the situation worse.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Is one that would make it worse.
It's what Jodie's expecting.
I know things haven't been easy lately. And there's a lot of changes I wasn't entirely expecting either. And while there's a lot of frustration there right now, something to know that you were okay would have been nice. It's not a pretty scene over there right now.
I kept trying to think of things to say, and I just didn't. And yeah, sorry.
It's a lot. I'm glad you're okay. Don't think Jody has any injury conditions, correct?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, because if Jody
I don't
had
think-
any injury conditions, Vega would have just
Yeah, Vega fix them.
wiped them
I would have
away.
been like, all better.
I think I had a bruise
Hmm.
from one of the mummies or something.
She's currently at a point where there is the relief that's there, but she isn't necessarily sure what to say in response at this particular moment. But she is more relieved that you are safe than anything else at the point at this exact point in time, and she's just holding on to a glass of whatever it is that she's drinking.
Mm. Just still kind of feeling bad about it. Jody is gonna say, as far as I know, weird stuff's gonna keep happening around me.
She exhales. It's a long exhale, and then takes a long drink from that cup.
Yeah. Like,
Oof.
Oh, well, I know sometimes weird things are easier to handle if you have someone to talk to. And I would like to be that person at this particular moment. But I understand if you have other things going on there.
it's not that I don't want to tell you, it's that I don't really know how to tell some of the stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm here if you want to try to figure it out. To the best of my ability. And I know I've been working a lot. Just, if we have to make it more professional, you can get a hold of me and we can find a place to sit down and talk about it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to not give you more work, but
He looks over at just like her computer, her laptop that's open that just has different images of what happened today. Okay.
Jody holds back the "they got my good side" comment. I'm gonna go to bed
Get some rest.
because this conversation is making me feel really awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Rest well, Jody.
Mhm. Just hide in room.
Okay. Is there anyone else going to the Midnight Nook before going to bed? Okay, so it's just Carton and Casimir.
Mm-hmm.
Casimir,
Yes.
highs or lows?
Highs.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
That sounds like a high.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
So, Carden, you don't necessarily overhear the aspect of, 3 or 4 people worrying about Casimir upstairs in Casimir's place.
Which people are they at the moment?
There's, like, Sasha, Sasha's wife.
Oh no. Not... Oh.
And a little bit younger member of the Friends, but it's more kind of like older people, more respected people on this side type of thing of the of the otherworldly gates. But it's definitely a lot of mixed languages, which you don't have to. It's a lot easier to code switch and understand what people are saying now as they go through the different languages.
Yeah, like it's switching to Lithuanian, Latvian, Polish, Russian, and I don't even know if they know that they're doing that, because like they're from this whole mess of communities and cultures interweaved in the Friends.
It is the aspect of the high emotions in regards to frustration and worry that are kind of a lot of playing at that particular moment, and so they aren't necessarily aware that they're going through the different things, but it's kind of like a bilingual household where it's switching between the languages, only more so. And it's more it's kind of a more intense, less awkward version of what Jody kind of went through, which was wanted to make sure that you were safe and needed to sit there and, like, if you needed help, or like, why didn't you give us a call, or if that's not what's going on
fast.
here. And it's just kind of like that.
And by the time I could ask for help, we were already done.
Okay, but what about afterwards?
Afterward, I had my very good friend Alma here, and like, she just has her head in my lap.
Her entire head.
Like, yeah, her entire head. Big wolf. Look, if there was any real need, I would have asked. You notice. And this is a total lie. Like, Casimir is not very fond of asking for help. Look, we've solved the current situation. We are now looking to see where all of this negative online influence is coming from. We'll be fine. I spoke to people at the university. It's honestly very weird to consider that I have contacts there that are completely fabricated. And yet people know me. Very, very curious. But I appreciate you coming here and bringing me some late night borscht. It's very good. What's Sasha's wife called?
Oh, fucking hell, I should pull up. I should have names at the ready at some point, but...
We can go with Anya.
Yeah, we'll go with Anya.
Love the phrasing of that. What is Sasha's wife called?
Yeah, like, she's here. And...
he is more than willing to give you lectures on that you need to eat more.
I am made of stardust. I replenish myself. Do not worry. And also...
You are made from stardust.
Yes.
There is a difference.
I bake. Anya, I bake. I will sneak a muffin every so often.
You need more than a muffin!
Outside of the 3 daily meals. I am fine.
I was very confused when I thought you said you were made out of Starburst.
So fruity.
Yes, indeed.
If there was one of the more scientific members of the Friends out there, he'd be like, technically, we're all made of stardust. But yeah, no, it's mostly just a lot of care and making sure that Casimir's taken care of, making sure Casimir isn't injured, and a lot of the same worrying that Jody went through, just from the overly concerned members of a family versus the awkward I don't know how to talk to you family.
I think Casimir's...
Unless of both sides of the conversation being at least slightly drunk.
I think Casimir is like mid rant of like, I'm taking care of myself, and yes, it is dangerous, but I know how to defend myself, blah 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 blah. The bell rings and like, someone is at... Look, this is probably someone of the group that I've been with, otherwise they do not ring the doorbell at what, 3 a.m. in the morning? Oh dear. You shouldn't be here. You should go to bed. I should go to bed. I'm going to check the door, okay?
Okay. And then it's the I think I'm going to use this term, Midwestern goodbye, where they're going out the door, but it's slower than it should be, making sure that, going through a lot of the different things, Well, go ahead and give us a call next time something happens. Go ahead and so on and so forth.
I will, Sasha, Anya, do not worry. Also, hi Cardin. Cardin, Sasha, Cardin, Anya, Cardin. Just, it's cold. Get in here. They were just, you were just leaving. I appreciate the borscht. I appreciate all of your well wishes. Happy New Year. Say hi to all of the other friends, please, and go to bed.
What's Cardin's frame like?
I'm imagining Cardin is I imagine Cardin's a bit of a beanpole.
In Russian, you are told to make sure he has some of the borscht. He is very thin.
Yes, Anya, I will share.
And they leave.
Cardin, welcome. I'm going to get you a bowl of hot beet soup.
Is it gun flavored?
What is
that was
gun?
A joke.
What is gun flavored?
Don't worry about it.
This you do need to eat.
There's several new pictures up on the board, and just a cornucopia of colors of string. You also see that...
Before you go to the board, come with me upstairs to the kitchen. First food, then we talk.
Alright, fair enough.
I imagine there is just kind of a doodle of a guy with, like, a smoke for a head.
It says squirrel ? Also in parentheses dumb closing parentheses.
Oh no.
Right. I will say that as the board gets finished, so is Cardin going to stay awake, or is Cardin going to...
I was just about to describe the scene. Cardin wants to stay close to the board in case new things come to mind. So there's just like one of the tables that is meant for reading downstairs has like a cushion from one of the like reclining chairs just on it, and also like a foil emergency blanket.
Oh. And in the meantime, Casimir is trying to get from upstairs everything that will make Cardin's night more comfortable than what he brought himself.
Excellent amounts of blankets and pillows.
Casimir is not going to let Cardin sleep underneath, like, Like one of
Give me a
those
second.
reflective emergency blankets.
Just taking a look at something real quick. My guy has become practically a multi-millionaire overnight, and he's still living like a homeless person in a library.
He's gonna build a den in the corner of that place.
Oh,
I was just
no.
about to say, all the extra blankets just end up getting turned into a blanket fort.
A blanket lair.
Oh no. You said the word. I'm just imagining Card just like lying on a pile of blankets as if they were a hoard of gold.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there like, I don't know why, but this feels right.
Look, we're going to get into conflict, Carden and Casimir, over whether or not the Midnight Nuke is going to become Carden's lair or my sanctum.
Can it be both?
I'm not going to tell you guys what to do.
It is, but it's more fun if we have the disagreement.
Yeah.
You had
Porque
the line
no
through
los
the middle of the
dos.
building.
Are
Right
you
side,
going
left side.
Are you going to put your lair dots into the Midnight Nook?
I mean, lair dots are a group thing, so I could.
You will lose this, because if you're putting your lair dots there,
Mhm. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I do have a floating island with a flying whale.
You
I'm just
must
saying.
introduce me to this whale.
You'll have a whale of a time.
Yay!
anywho, I will let you guys chew on that and figure that out. You guys can talk
Yeah.
about it.
I don't want to chew on the
Raymond's.
whale.
Why? It's
Alma might.
fatty.
That's mean to the whale. They're endangered.
Especially
You don't
the
know that.
flying ones.
You don't know
Flying whales are endangered.
that. Are you sure about
Yeah,
that?
that's why they have a union.
Not to be confused with a flying Welsh.
I don't think that endangered animals have unions.
I take
They
it
do
back
when
to
they're
that statement.
sapient and sentient and are a main mode of transportation with those with flying islands.
I don't think that's how it works.
I thought this through, so I think that's how it works.
I think that's how your
disagree.
specific aspect works. But anywho,
Can we sleep?
let's everyone go to bed.
I think so, yes.
Yes.
Andre Vega, is there anything that you guys would like to do before bed?
No, thank you.
No, I think Vega's good. She's just gonna pet her boy and tell him good night. Like the good
Alright.
boy he is.
Yeah.
So, the day passes, or the
And
night
hug the
passes.
Casimir body pillow.
Casimir, did you home make that? You guys are not high enough legend.
I was about to say it's approaching creepy territory.
That
was a joke!
I know!
You guys gotta be like Legend
where did
5,
you
Legend
get-
6 before Daikamuras are made, so...
Where did you get the illustrations?
It's also funny because when you were going, yeah, I'm going to pet the boy, tell him good night, tell him he's a good boy. I was about to be like, wait, but I'm with Casimir.
Oh my god.
There's
No.
not enough Casimir to go around.
So,
Also, you say, where'd you get the illustration? From your friends in the cult? Duh. They have a fan
Are you
club.
making merch?
not yet, they're not.
Not yet.
They
they
will be the first ones to do so.
This is not this is not the game where I'm playing a streamer.
A narrative is unfolding. The friends make
Remember,
the merch.
Scions are celebrities.
The friends make the merch. The lads counterfeit the merch.
Yes!
Yo.
The second it hits the shelves.
And it's
They are
gonna be
making
like,
fakes.
will it be like those funny bootleg versions? Please say it will be.
Yeah.
How many people have played like a Dragon 7?
I have not.
I have not.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. I
But
will
The
stop talking so we
bootleg-
can carry on.
The bootleg merch will have Cashmere as the name.
Cashmere! Can Vegas be Vegas?
You have to be Legend 6 before your symbols adorn t-shirts and traditional jewelry, so... You guys got a long way to go before Daikumuras are a thing.
Dakimakura.
Dakimakura, sorry.
No worries.
Gosh, what a weeb.
Or I will smack ya.
Jody's getting one of themselves as a joke.
So,
I can see that.
We'll get to that when we'll get to that. Sleep.
Jody,
Uh-huh.
it's a little bit of a dehydrated related headache.
Yeah, a little hungover.
Well, a little bit. You see Leo just kind of casually looking through stuff as you wake up.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Sleep all right?
No.
Not bad, huh? All right. Look, over on the bedside table there's a glass of water, very greasy breakfast, and a couple of aspirin to try to help you out because I noticed you had a little bit of a adventure yesterday.
Yeah, you and everyone else, apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm paying closer attention to you, and I don't think anybody outside of town probably is caring too much about it. I wouldn't worry about that yet. But, if you're gonna be out there doing some things, there's certain expectations for you to keep up. So, some of it's easy enough just to go somewhere, offer some thanks, call it good. A lot of it's a lot more involved. So, I got some things for you today.
Okay, what?
You can take some time, go through some paperwork.
I'm waking up hungover and you're ambushing me with paperwork?
You're waking up. Well, the options are go deal with a bunch of kids and try to help them out here, or deal
do the
paperwork. Alright, that's what I thought. He snaps his fingers. And literally every surface that is not taken, and even some that are taken up by something, is full of paperwork. All of it's here. It does need to be taken care of in triplicate. And
What if I don't know what it means? I barely read.
Okay. You got a couple of options if you don't know what it means. You can stamp it with approval or denial anyway, and just hope for the best.
Where's the
Or you can ask someone else.
stamps? Where's the stamps?
Oh, and he just kind of like shuffles through some of the papers and then just kind of, here you go. All right.
Just start stamping things at random. No. I will attempt to read them at first. And I bet, like, after the first, like, dozen, Jody does get bored and starts stamping things. Like, yeah, sure, whatever.
It takes the majority of the morning.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like, as soon as you start, you just go, all right, looks like you got the hand of it. I got some other things I need to take care of. You know how to get a hold of me if you need to. And,
Thanks, hate you, bye.
yeah, sure you do. And he just kind of goes out the front door and goes, hey, Annabelle, and just walks out.
Jesus.
This is my sacrifice to get my legend back.
Jody is sacrificing most of their morning to get legend back. This is something that's considered a major sacrifice, so just to kind of go over some of it briefly. You have a minor sacrifice, which you can do once per legend rank, which would be something like burning some meat in a ritual offering, or offering just small things real quick there. But you can only do that once per legend rank. Or you can do major sacrifices, which is a full scene. Usually,
and I did the major one. Which, because I am part of the celestial bureaucracy,
It's
is
paperwork.
Have fun.
Are they in traditional, like, in traditional Hanzi?
As far as I know, they have modernized the process in the books.
Okay.
They have. It's more modern, but there's still like a lot of like legalese and shit that Jody's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this?
That's why they have stamps, so it's just quickly to go through stuff and.
The stamps are accessibility aids for people like Jody who do not paperwork.
Makes a lot of
Go ahead,
sense.
just roll for me a mental academics check. Just while we're here.
Yeah, alright.
Do you need me to do it?
I'll do
No.
it. I'm
It's
doing
not your
the paperwork.
sacrifice.
I was about to say, it's not a sacrifice if somebody else does it for them.
Yeah. And I have 1 dot in academics. 3
Still.
successes.
Wow. Nice.
That's not too bad.
You get through more of it reading it than you think that you would.
Yeah.
But it does get to a point where it's just kind of, okay, I'm bored and there's other things going on.
Jody just stare at one piece of paperwork like, why does someone need that much rice? What are they doing with it?
Sorry, I remembered a story. It was a thread. I don't know if it was a Tumblr story or a Twitter story where somebody bought like a fucking truckload of rice on accident.
Oh my god, remember that story?
Why do you
Yes.
think I said that?
Oh, that's such a good story.
And they couldn't return
Someone in the
it.
celestial bureaucracy had to like do stuff about that with paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody better reward that person with 2 to the power of 63 rice, piece of rice.
Yes.
So you gonna kind of go through it for most of the morning. I don't know if you check in with anyone, but what is everyone else up to this morning?
The message shows up in the group chat that says, I am in paperwork hell, and there's a picture of all the paperwork.
There is a salute emoji from Casimir as Casimir is getting breakfast ready for him and Cardin as the borscht was finished or was consumed this last night. Also, Casimir is trying to get Cardin to wake up because he is about to open the shop.
Yeah, does
Vega-
Cardin actually go to sleep? Cardin,
That's-
Better roll something.
Yep.
do you go to sleep? Okay,
Okay, that
That
doesn't
was,
help me.
uh,
You didn't roll any
yeah,
dice.
I
You didn't
did.
You
roll
didn't
anything.
so Cardin can just choose to go to sleep. If not,
Yeah.
I'm telling you what to roll.
Yes, yes. Card does go to sleep.
Okay, good to know.
We need to read Samuel L. Jackson to him. But Vega responds to the message with get wrecked with a heart emoji. I just want to say that.
the response to that is just, I am. I am
Yeah.
very wrecked.
Cardin's going to respond with, does that imply paperwork heaven? And if so, how does one get there?
On a plane. Apparently. Also, I'm yelling at you later.
Vega responds with, would it be a paper plane?
No, it's a real plane. You can just go there.
Paper planes are real.
You could just go to heaven. It's on a plane.
I mean, you can go to heaven via plane.
No, I mean
No,
it's a
you
literal
can-
physical place.
You can go to all of the places mentioned in the Celestial Bureaucracy and Journey to the West by either walking up mountains or getting on a plane.
Look, I was making a really dark joke.
Yeah.
I know.
This is a
You
conversation
specifically
that's
have to
happening in the
walk up.
text chat.
No, you can take a plane. Or you can fly up if you've got the Nimbus cloud that Goku
Okay.
has. There's all sorts of ways to
Chala!
get up there.
Hey, Chala!
Yeah, like It's a place you could just go.
Oh, Michinyo, you're breathing into your mic.
Sorry.
No worries.
All right.
By the way, Vega's gonna be like, by the way, I'm on my way over, and say as a joke to Casimir, I hope you're still wearing your cute apron with, while you're cooking.
Of course I'm wearing my apron. What cute! I am wearing my apron. It is protective gear.
Jody says message just says, "Don't yell at Cotton without me."
I am sorry. I have already done the yelling.
I hate you.
You do not
Maybe
mean
if
that.
you weren't in maybe if you weren't in
Sends another
paperwork
picture
hell.
of more paperwork. I hate everything.
I understand that, but you are projecting your own. That's a bit much.
Psychoanalyzing later. One psychoanalyzing later. Andre, what are you up to as you're watching this back and forth on the text messages?
Andre's having a big, filling breakfast, going for a morning jog, just having a casual, good life.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Just living his best life.
Just ignoring the drama until, like,
Just the
he's done.
phone buzzing in his pocket. Just completely ignoring it.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagining to the statement of "Don't yell at Cardin until without me," and then I've already done all the yelling. Card's just looking at Kaz as they're cooking and just like raises his shoulders of like, "The fuck."
What? It was true. I was practically yelling at you for getting you to eat your borscht.
Did he like the borscht?
Did you?
So,
It's like, okay, so
Oh.
I apologize for any cultural insensitivities. It's
I'll-
like beet soup, right?
I'll have to add a compliment there for Anya.
No, like legitimately, it's like beet soup, right?
it is
Like,
a
out of
sour
character.
soup made with meat, stock, vegetables, and seasoning, common in Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. It's most often associated with its variant of Ukrainian origins, made with red beetroots as one of the main ingredients, which gives it its distinctive red color. So it's like a stew, but it's a little bit more soupy and made with beets.
Free food is always good. And that's what Cardin says.
Oof.
I will diplomatically give your regards to the chef.
Diplomatically.
All right.
He's going to lie.
Is everyone eventually going to make it to the Midnight Nook?
After
Yeah.
paperwork, yes.
Yes.
I will try
I
to
just
escape my
imagine-
room as quickly as possible to get away from the paperwork.
I
Imagine
think
shit just crawling in.
Okay.
if
But-
just
Ghost is
slamming
okay
the
with
door behind me
this,
like, I hope it didn't follow me.
if Ghost is okay with this, the first people to get to the Midnight Nuke will find just Cardin there, as Casimir needs to take Alma out for a walk.
Oh, Jody's probably last in.
Whoever's first in just sees Cardin sitting on like a mound of blankets and pillows with like a tiny slit opening in like a little blanket tent, just mouth filled with eggs and toast. Hey, how's it going?
Why are you like this?
Genetics, I might be a swamp
We're a
A
swamp.
swamp?
upbringing. We've had this talk already.
Just a whole swamp?
Well, that's what talk to me, alright?
Does that mean you have swamp ass?
I was thinking about making a joke, something like that.
Said that last time.
Yep.
Cardin laughs at this joke for the second time.
Yeah. Casimir eventually returns.
Jody probably runs into you on the way in.
Probably as you pass through Parc de Bruxelles.
Yeah.
Good morning. How have you slept, Jody?
Terribly.
You
It was the
need,
worst morning ever.
I have a hangover cure. Don't worry.
That's nothing to do with the hangover, actually.
Then I will.
My arm
just work.
hurts.
I'll just give you coffee.
Yes.
There's the indent from holding the stamp or the pen in one's fingers.
And on the side of the hand.
It's just... If you're okay, I'm just gonna not read anything today.
I am not mad, just disappointed.
Good.
Casimir does say this with a smile. Do not worry. Reading is not everything. Reading is supposed to enrich your life, not be your life.
Where's Carden? I gotta yell at him.
What is it? Why do you need to yell at Carden? You mentioned something
Get
about...
in trouble without us.
Yes. He did do that.
What do you
I
mean?
can neither
then?
confirm or deny the allegations that are faced against me.
I can confirm the allegations against him.
I will rat him out in a second.
Anyway, getting back to the Midnight Nook, I'll open the door for Alma, who probably is padding to, like, an actual nook of the store where she has made her den.
Jody did pat Armin.
Of course. Of
And
course.
when we get in, I will pat Armin.
Me. But everyone is at the Midnight Nook.
You! Pointing at the blanket fort.
Yes, you can have your shouting match, but then afterwards do clean up the blanket fort.
But
It is not.
I've named
it is
it.
not to be a permanent fixture here.
no.
You are welcome
I-
to stay, but I will make sure you have the guest bed. You can make a blanket fort there.
Fort Awesome lives on. There's now a sign.
Did the monkeys do this for you?
Maybe.
What are you giving them?
That's what scares me.
Um,
They haven't told me, but I think I feel indebted.
you're gonna owe them a lot of favors.
Or peaches.
I will pray for your soul and
Favors
also.
are peaches.
Yeah.
By the way, the sign reads Fort Awesome Cool Dudes Only.
Oh, no.
Jody goes inside.
Fair enough.
Jody's like, yeah, I'm cool.
Casimir is definitely not cool. He's pretty, but he's not cool.
Also, I'm willing to exit Fort Awesome for this conversation, but I think it's funnier if I don't.
That's fine. I can go in. I'm cool.
So why am I getting yelled at?
Because you were off getting into trouble and getting into a big fight without us.
I mean,
And I wanted to be there to punch things.
listen, I will always want you to be there to punch things for me, but here's the thing. I can't know I'm going to get into trouble if I don't intend to.
What were you even doing anyway?
Breaking and entering.
That sounds like something that would get you in trouble. I know because I've done
only
it.
if you get caught.
Remember I got spaghetti shot at me?
You know, the furniture caught us that time. I don't count that.
The furniture was the security system.
Yeah, but who's it gonna tell? It's not like you can talk.
Does that mean that you have a 2-for-2 record of getting caught?
No.
Yes!
We'll talk about this later. No. Listen, it doesn't count if the things that catch you aren't normally sapient.
And it does count if we're going up against things like fucking god killers or whatever. Look,
Alright, you're giving them too much credit. If they could kill gods, they would have done it by now.
Just have backup.
I did.
I need you to understand. We're working together as a group, and if you're gonna go off and do things on your own without discussing this as a group, what good is there?
Did you get seen?
Yes.
Did Andre say your name? Because we haven't come up with code names yet.
That's exactly what he did. Oh my god.
So that means they know who you are.
Yeah, I'm
and they
I'm a
can
little
probably
miffed about
find
that.
you wherever you go.
No, I'm a very good liar.
I don't believe that one for a second.
Okay, that's fair.
During
but
this
to be fair-
conversation, you will hear Casimir say, knock, knock, and then
I will
Bring-
open the tab.
FBI, open up.
bring a tray with coffees.
I will open the tent and grab the tray.
Casimir will stay outside. But
Imagine everybody standing around this fort.
look, I can't really knock on blankets, so... And we're not going to make actual fortresses here.
Casimir, Cardin fucked up again.
I have heard, yes.
I know you might not care about your own life, but you getting caught is going to get us in trouble too.
I don't care about physical pain. I very much care if I die.
Did you just disregard the part where we said that you getting caught, and all this other thing is going to affect us as well?
Yes, he
No.
did.
No, I didn't forget that.
You disregarded it. I didn't say forget. I said disregard.
All right, yeah,
There's a
fair
She
enough.
was very
Distinct
specific with the wording, yes.
I mean, in all fairness, this is the first thing I've done where I've gotten caught.
Second.
What exactly was waiting for you two there?
Shotgun.
Looks out at Andre.
Wasn't a shotgun. I think he just had a pistol.
Wait, was it a pistol?
I think it was some kind of handgun.
gun. I do not recall.
Okay, that's fair. Man, I could have taken him. Anyway, there was some dude with a smoking squirrel.
I have a shield
Also, he
that
was
you
smoking.
could borrow if you really need it.
See, the thing is, if we knew that you had this plan ahead of time and you communicated with us, we could have discussed things, we could have planned, and we could have worked with it. Instead, you decided to run off and do things on your own on a whim. We are a team and we work together. We don't go off and run off and do things on our own for funsies. Instead, you put yourself and overall the whole group in jeopardy because of this. And it's irresponsible. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Do you really understand?
yeah.
So what are we going to do next time?
He's not listening.
I am listening. I thought that was a statement, not a question.
No, that is a question. So what are we going to do next time?
Ensure that I don't get caught by asking for help.
You talk to us about what you want to do,
And we will talk you out of it.
unless we think that it is something that is useful, then we plan. You didn't even tell us of what you wanted to do, you just decided to do it. Because if we knew about it, there are multiple people here that could probably have helped. And it probably could have been successful. But instead, you put yourself in danger of getting shot, and your identity has been compromised.
Okay, that part isn't my fault.
Part of
It doesn't
is your
matter
fault.
if it's your fault or not. It's what happened.
You were being irresponsible overall. You weren't thinking of yourself or the group. And it's not Andre's fault that you decided to put yourself in harm's way. He was trying to help you.
To which I'm grateful.
Well, then stop trying to blame him.
Speaking of, could we have code names now?
Yes.
I am Eagle too. Now, if you're done recriminating Cardin about his fuck up
Oh
from
no,
yesterday,
I'm waiting for the criminal genius to come up with a code name.
Oh, we're doing this now?
okay. I have cookies ready.
He can have a cookie after he comes up with a code name.
I will wait for this.
I am Swampy.
Okay. You can have a cookie now. I'll put her hand out of the fort.
There will be a cookie deposited in Jody's hands. It is I think, double chocolate cookie, like double chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, sound it straight over.
Everyone else can have a cookie as well.
Hooray!
Andre will have a cookie.
Vega looks at Donovan. You cannot have this cookie, it'll make you sick.
Yes, these cookies may smell a little of peanut butter. That's because I had a batch of treats on the other tray. Donovan,
Suddenly an
you
expert
can...
in Grimm's now, are you?
I have no idea about the physiology of Grimm's, but I do get the feeling that you like these peanut butter treat.
I like all treats.
I was about to say, like, do dog rules apply here? Is he, like, actually a dog, or...?
He probably has a better constitution than normal dogs.
I know that Alma is not one.
That's another thing, is Alma an actual? For, like, a special wolf?
Oh, he is quite extraordinary.
So, can she eat
look at
chocolate?
her.
And she what?
Can she eat chocolate?
Once.
All dogs can eat chocolate once.
Oh.
Depending on the chocolate content and the size of the dog itself, all dogs can eat chocolate at least once.
Yeah.
I had a half Saint Bernard dog that decided that he needed to eat the high quality chocolate, and it was a pound of it while my grandfather was out
Oh
a
no.
few years ago.
Oh. Poor puppy.
Oh no.
Very upset, don't be there.
I mostly have I think the last batch of like the canid carnivore treats were like bacon snaps. So I will be feeding them to Alma as well. And I will give Donovan one of those as well.
Yay.
So what were we even trying to get anyway? Talking
Information, which I did get some, but not as much as I could have.
on what?
The Deicide Compact.
So you've pissed them off.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't think they know, like, I'm a swamp. Actually, I don't know if they hate swamps. I'll look into it later. just a couple of group meetings, known associates, stuff like that.
Right. And did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, group meetings and known associates.
Carden. Just for benefits to sit there and get things together.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll for me a cunning? Fuck it. I'll say empathy check for now and add 1 dice to that, please.
Okay, cunning, empathy.
So I have a basis.
Do I put that in modifier or an
More
enhancement?
dice modifier, yes, 1.
Okay.
Not enhancement.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Go on, as you guys were.
But yeah, I know who they associate with, and I know where they plan on meeting in the future.
And do they know you know that?
Oh, absolutely.
So it can be assumed that if we were to look into any of these things, that they'll know.
Oh,
that
none of
we
them would
happen to
bring
be
up
there?
anything.
Hmm.
Back in square one.
Yes.
So cozy.
Yep.
Since Grace Shaw, they haven't really acted directly against us.
Yeah, but the time they did was a real big deal.
True. But we also kicked her ass pretty well, so I'm curious what the best course of action will be now.
Speaking of Grace, have you reclaimed the legend that you imbued? Or are you still pinging it somewhere to the south?
I have not continued it.
Okay. So you have reclaimed the legend?
Yes, I have reclaimed the legend.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
She is somewhere outside of the city at I believe it was like a health resort thing, right?
Of some kind, yeah.
Of something, yeah. She is recuperating as far as I knew the moment I asked for guidance from Zoria. And I do not think that she personally will act against us anytime soon. But the question now is, do we act? What's the word? As a matter of prevention.
I will say, just to kind of remind some things, some of the information that Brandine gave you, Carden, does corroborate with a location, with the general location that Casimir had, where Grace was at, down south of Brussels.
Okay. So is that radius like smaller? Are we more accurate where that is?
I think the information that you could glean from that is that it is probably that there's probably more than just Grace or a few others in that location that might be tied to it.
All right.
Yeah. Question remains from Casimir. Do you want to try to act ahead of time? You do know Andre, since you looked into her, that contrary to where Casimir and Pardon know, Clara is a little north of Brussels. She's closer, but not by much. She's not within the town.
Do we want to try and meet Clara?
Is that again?
She's related to the Twitter trolls on the DSI cult side, and they all seem to be talking about her. Or yeah, she came up frequently.
I mean, we could at least like get eyes on her, see what she's about.
Sounds like a mission.
I don't think just blindly walking into the conversation is a good idea, considering what these guys want to do to people like us.
So if we had some people who are stealthy and good at gathering information, and it might be good for them to go inspect Clara. Jody, you're pretty good at stealth, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I wondered if you
I
could
am
forget the
not.
lads at all, but you know.
Well, we make that objective for today. Send people to find out about Clara, and then. Did we have any other leads to investigate?
You just have the place to the north. You have Clara's place to the north, and you have the recovery place to the south.
Okay, so, well, we need Carden to go to the south to actually lead the way. I think.
Wait,
Pardon,
what?
Casimir.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought Cass also knew.
Oh, okay. Carden and Jody to the north to investigate Clara, and then Kaz, myself, and Vega to the south to investigate that.
Where we go. Rest of us gotta come up with code names.
I'll go with Giant.
Okay.
I don't
Giant,
think
Eagle 2, and Swampy.
The Eagle 2 thing was actually a joke from Parks and Rec.
I'm trying to find a gender neutral term for prince or princess.
Monarch.
No,
No.
it's kind of not exactly the same. An option, one I do not necessarily would suggest would be Princeps. But
I'll go with Prince for now, just because I don't want to sit here all day. Yeah, Jody's
so
gonna
the
go
Scion,
with
previously known as Prince?
Jody's gonna go with Monkey Prince instead of Monkey King,
Interesting.
Oh.
because they're the child of Sun Wukong.
Yeah. The only thing I can come up with is Starboy.
He'll do.
But that's also an album by The Weeknd.
I was just about to say, I love The Weeknd.
Vega, do you have an idea for your code name?
It's a good question. I've never really thought of one.
I have a suggestion.
And what is its suggestion?
Oracle?
I do like that one.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I like it even more because you thought it up for me.
Tension
Okay,
goes
time to
up.
go.
Yep,
Thank you.
I am officially done being here.
Wow,
Alright.
it's time to end the conversation.
Okay. Resources is what I'm looking for. Okay. But yeah, so we have Jody and Carden going north, and then everyone else going south.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this what I'm looking for? Ah, hell yeah, maybe. Excellent. So I can just sit there and do that rather than put the stuff on there. Going forward. Alrighty, so who would like to get things started?
Do we roll initiative?
Sure. One person may roll cunning and a skill of their choice from one group, and one person may do it in the other group.
God knows you're cunning.
5.
You do it.
Okay.
My cunning is also 5.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
But I don't know what other skill to roll, because my fighting skill is academics, but I don't know if that counts here.
It's not fighting in this particular case. It's just
Biggest number go.
like you guys could use, like, the north guys, if they're sneaking in, could use subterfuge as an example.
You said Vega
Or-
what?
I didn't say Vega anything.
No, Jody did.
No,
I did?
Jody said biggest number go.
Biggest
Oh.
number.
My cunning is
Well.
only 2, by the way.
Okay.
Also,
Go ahead,
Alvarez, if you can check your DMs
Well,
for me, please.
I'm gonna go with cunning, subterfuge.
I did that as well.
Can I add my stealth modifier to this, or specialty?
this is for initiative. This isn't for stuff in regards to it. This is
In
just,
that case, I'm gonna use empathy.
sure, if that's what you want to do. Okay, cool. So Carden and Jody, you guys head up a few equivalent thereof miles north of Brussels. However you guys want to get up there. You guys are you see a house about 2-3 stories, spacious yard, relatively large, and fenced off from where you as you guys kind of pass by.
You get some of the lads to look in the windows and see if she's in.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at the lad's thing so I remember what to roll. Physical. Okay, so I need you to roll for me a physical subterfuge or integrity check, because that is for or leadership. Sorry, leader. It's whichever one is bigger, and your leadership is huge.
Dexterity, leadership. One more time. Persuade groups? Question mark.
Um,
There are a lot of them.
there are a lot of them. Go for it. Sure.
6 successes.
Nice.
Okay.
I think that works.
So, to illustrate this a little bit more, what you guys see from where you're at is some monkeys with cardboard cutouts of hyper-realistic bushes as they kind of approach very carefully. A little bit slower than you guys might like to sit there and get through it, but they are able to get over to the windows and take a look at things.
The windows to the walls.
Carden is standing, just befuddled from the distance that he is, and he looks at Jody and just goes, "I love the lads."
So that's Jody. Carden, what are you doing?
Oh boy. Okay.
Wait,
Might end up
are
changing
the lads
things.
just replaying Macbeth with the Forest of Dunsinane?
That is a reference I don't necessarily entirely get. So,
the prophecy of the three witches. Macbeth will be king of Scotland until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane, which becomes a ruse of the enemy, like using bushes to get close.
Yep.
Sorry, spoilers for Shakespeare.
Centuries old spoilers, oh my god.
Listen, just wait until the Macbeth movie comes out in 27.
Wait till you hear what happens in the Bible.
Spoilers, Cain kills Abel.
Oh my god. I do.
Carden, what you doing?
I am eating. And now I'm acting. Alright. So I am going to go sicko mode. Is it cool? Does anybody care if I spend a momentum?
What are you doing?
I'm going to sneak in using unobtrusive visitor.
Can
Sure.
we see if she's in first? Before
Okay.
you go inside the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait then.
Which is why I'm sending the lad. To see if she is present. So that you don't get hit a shotgun pointed at you again.
Generally, so is it? What all do you want the lads to be looking for at this particular moment? Just to see if she's in?
Is anyone inside?
Mhm.
And what they're doing? If they are.
So, on the first story, doesn't seem to be anyone active. On the second story, there is somebody who's currently, it's kind of interesting from what you guys can tell. They just seem to be Clara, as the description was, which would be a I pull her up, early to mid 30s, auburn hair, short cropped, wearing kind of a suit type aspect. She seems to be in an office on a computer, just kind of going through things at that particular moment. The oh god, I hate how this is put up there. There doesn't seem to be, at this particular moment, anyone else in the house.
One person inside upstairs on the computer. As far as I can see.
Is it her?
Apparently she matches the description, so...
Alright.
Let's try not to get caught.
Oh, Man, I'll do my absolute best. Said the stealth build character that gets caught literally every time.
Yep. I'll be a few steps behind you to back you up.
Oh, trust me, I'll need it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should change this up then if she's the only one in the house. Yeah, alright. So I don't need the momentum. I'm gonna activate perfect camouflage.
You wanna pop that for me?
Yeah, sure. Here's the button. Did that do the thing? Yeah.
So,
So perfect camouflage is accessed, or is activated.
Yeah, and I'm going to break into that house.
Okay. Go ahead and make a physical, I'm going to say subterfuge roll. Seems pretty fitting for that. You may add your enhancements.
Can I roll to help via the
Yeah.
lads?
You
To
want the
have
lads
them,
to...
like, you know, keep an eye out and, like,
Sure.
look around corners to make sure that no one's coming, stuff like that.
That sounds like a mental check for them for me. So that would be
That's
mental
big, a skill for
leadership. And they have... so yeah, that would be mental leadership, because you're having the lads do it.
Yeah.
And I believe they have scale on that.
Yes, they do. Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, you may go ahead and make the roll with a total of 5 enhancement card.
Oh boy.
This is why you bring friends.
Also, just for predator stuff, I'm marking this woman as my quarry.
Okay. Okay. 8 successes, because it's only the enhancement cap is 5. You can only have a total of 5 enhancement.
I put 5 down. I don't know where that 6 is coming from.
Did you put in a specialty?
Okay, that's where the 6 is coming from.
Okay.
I use the stealth specialty. I should have asked. I apologize.
You're fine. No, this would be the time to use it. You're absolutely right, but you still got 8 successes, which is a lot. It's just that yeah, specialties and how enhancement stuff like that works. I'm just weird with putting it in that. But anywho, so you are able to get over to the house easy enough. How would you like to get in?
Is anything unlocked?
We would prefer it to be untraceable, right?
Is there like a
we
unlocked
should.
door?
Yeah, I was about to say we should probably go with your thing first.
I will say that with 8 successes, you are able to get in, regardless on if things are locked or not. But to specify, Clara is very secure. Like, things are indeed locked.
Okay.
But you are able to get in, regardless of that.
I'm not going to ask how subtle Jody wants to be, because I imagine the answer is going to be no.
Actually, Jody wants to be very subtle here because they don't want the Deicide combat to get more mad at us than
That's
they
fair.
probably currently are.
I mean, there. Yeah.
But if it does turn into a fight, Jody isn't going to complain.
Jody's great. Okay, in that case, I will not eat the hinge off the door. I'm going to pick the lock to get us in.
And you're going in through a door then, because you can lockpick on windows and stuff too.
Oh, that's fair. Case with window or door.
Is there a window in like a room that doesn't seem to be gone into often, like a laundry room or something?
I'm thinking.
Let's go
with
through
8
the
successes,
window.
sure.
Yeah.
I would say that there's an unused extra room on the first floor.
Okay, so we'll use that one. because she's less likely to just wander in the...
Alright. And as you guys make it into there, we'll go check on our other peoples. It's a little bit further away. It's closer to about 15 miles south of Brussels. But you find a relatively large building, about 5 stories. It looks to be, for lack of a better term, and I don't know how common that this would be in Brussels itself, but this is a cult of evil people, a private healthcare facility.
There's a couple.
Some kind.
Definitely. That's not... It's not unusual to have a private healthcare clinic.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, but I did it! Anyway, I'm so sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. I just want to take a look at this.
It's just weird to me that still the people outside of Britain know about Tom Jones.
Listen, the man could sing!
Yeah. But he's from Wales.
Alright, I didn't know that.
Yep.
But, outside, like, so as you kind of approach, you do see, 2 main foot entrances. You see a general practice type of entrance and an emergency entrance. It doesn't seem like there's security there, but it doesn't seem to have like anything locked or monitored outside of basic security systems as the 3 of you and your birth rates approach.
Andre will look at the other 2 and say, "Are you able to sense any magical stuff?"
Now, I know I can, like, identify sorcerers at a glance, but what would I have to do to try and figure out, like, if there is, like, ambient magic?
I mean, sitting there taking a look at it, you might have an ability or a knack that allows you to do that.
Do I have that knack? Maybe the presence of magic.
Maybe.
I always know when I'm near an object or place of true magical or sacred power.
Yeah.
Is this location magical? Storyteller.
No.
Do I sense any objects nearby that are true magical, of true magical power, or even sacred power?
Yes.
What is it that I notice?
From here, it is hard to tell. But there are things that give the ping of magic inside.
Okay. I look over at Andre. Yes, there's definitely magic here. I do not know what kind just yet. But there's multiple magical signatures.
Well, if she's somewhere like here, she's alive and recuperating. What do we want to do?
Good question. I am mostly here for moral support.
Let's go take a look at everyone's abilities.
But not ethical support. Are you doing okay, Michi?
Oh yeah, I just had a cough.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So is there anything that you 3, Vega, Casimir, and Andre, would like to do outside of this hospital?
Is it a hospital or more like a spa with health attachments.
It's a genuine hospital. It's a
Okay.
it's a private care facility in regards to it. They probably do have things like spas and the like for sit there and recuperation purposes or for physical therapy, but
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 my
it-
first thought in my mind was going to the Hitman hospital spa.
I completely forgot about that.
Hitman Hospital Spa.
There's a level in one of the Hitman games where there's there's a spa in the side of the mountain that does hospital medical treatment.
Ah, I
The
see.
doors
you
will
have to-
talk to you.
You have to kill someone who's getting a heart transplant, and you can mess up the heart transplant for them.
Yeah.
Wait, the
well,
doors talk to you?
Yeah.
Was it?
In the sense of, thank you for allowing me to open
Yeah.
myself to you and also close after you with the satisfaction of a job well done.
The facility is run by an AI.
Ah. We're getting it everywhere.
So, given it's more or less just a private hospital, I don't think we can reliably go in unless you're confident we could lie our way through.
We can also just say that we're going, like we're coming to visit Grace.
That could work. Are you?
Do you think they'll let us?
What's the tale then? Are we family coming to visit?
Hmm. I don't actually know. I was just thinking going the route of audacity.
We actually know her last name.
Yes, we do. It's Shaw.
Okay, that helps. I think if we want to go that way about it, yeah, we could try just going in and asking, saying we're visitors to see Grace Shaw, being very pleasant and polite. They might let us in, depending on wherever how things are going.
I can try and use my striking looks.
That sounds like a good plan.
Casual reminder.
Go at them, pretty boy.
Andre, you in particular do have the Metamorphosis innate power. So you can disguise yourself pretty easy. Which would mean
Oh, yeah,
Vega
I forgot
does as well.
The innate power, not the temple transform. Andre... I can ignore any complications from changing height.
Oh,
Does this actually allow
So I'll
me
just
to,
pop that there.
actually physically change or just present as differently?
I believe that for Theo people, it's always a physical transformation.
Yeah. It's so if you're going to make a roll for it, if Andre is pretending to be a child, it's ignoring that, but you do appear and talk like a child in regards to it. Like the I hate to use this, but it's very common in regards to it, but like Pain and Panic when they're being kids in Hercules.
So I have basically limited shapeshifting.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was entirely thinking it was just I can put on a really good hood. In that case, Andre will suggest why I could change to look more like a family member of hers, and probably do a convincing appearance of her brother or something.
that might work.
Hey.
Vega, do you also wish to shift?
Wish to what?
Shapeshift? To disguise
Actually-
yourself in this particular moment? Yeah, go for it.
Actually, I have a ability. I think I can share the thingy.
I can become invisible.
Is that
I
what you would
share
like
the-
to do?
Sure, I'll do that. Face cloak.
Okay.
I'm gonna be invisible. I have to imbue one legend.
Yes. So, just a reminder, if you're imbuing legend, that stays imbued until you reclaim it back. But as soon as you claim it back, the effect ends. Type of thing.
What
So
are
it's-
the... Can you only imbue once per scene, or how does it go?
Oh,
You only have 1 point, so you can only have it in one thing at a time.
yeah. But in regards to what Vega's got, Vega also has Assumption of the God form, which is also imbue one legend. So if Vega wanted to pull the legend out, she could pop back in being seen and then assume her God form and do magic more powerfully, type of thing. It's not necessarily per scene, it's just because you can end it beforehand, it's just that the legend will remain until the scene changes. Which feels really weird to me on effects like Phase Cloak, because like it would just be like, do you imbue the legend to stay invisible? So, it's...
Okay.
But yeah, so as soon as the legend would be reclaimed, then that would end, type of thing. So we have Vega invisible. Andre is changing shape. Is there anything that Casimir would like to do?
Are you... Grace was a rather elderly person, correct?
Correct.
And does Andre now look like the same age?
Yes.
Then I'm your carer.
Okay. Alright. And so I take it you guys go forward in the into the place.
Yeah.
Alright. So we have Presence of Magic up for the sake of certain things that are coming along. We have 2 people with magic. You go over to the general admittance place, where someone is at a front desk, kind of sitting there, looking pleasant. Nothing dings magic as you guys kind of approach. Goes, is there anything that you're looking for? Anyone you're looking for? Anything like that?
Yes.
How may I help you?
We're here to see Miss Grace Shaw. Her brother is here to see her.
I would like... You started it, so I'm gonna have to have you run it. Go ahead and make a social subterfuge thing for me.
Yeah, trying to keep my
Andre-
composure.
Yeah, Andre can help with the physicality there, but how would Andre like to help is the question.
Andre... Yes, I think would like to try and assume the role of a kind of charming, slightly withered old man who's just here to see family and trying to give the impression that he is...
Kindly.
And yeah, trying to be friendly and kindly. Just like maybe strike up a small conversation with her about recent events. So not the...
You see that ludicrous display last night?
More just, it's getting so cold these days, isn't it?
So would you want to make that a persuasion check then?
Yeah.
Social persuasion? Okay. So Andre will roll first.
Okay.
Do I use my persuading individual enhancement?
Yeah, you can put that on there if you'd like.
I think. Social. 4 successes.
Because this is mundane, you may add 3 enhancement to your roll.
That is 8 successes.
There is scrutiny in regards to things, but she eventually kind of relaxes a moment and and kind of goes, okay, she's in room 354, which is on the 3rd floor, and just kind of gives you directions over to the elevators as you guys are able to begin heading that way.
Thank you very much. You've been very kind. And Casimir will help elderly Andre walk to a nearby elevator.
I was going to do one more bounce back, but I know that Michi's got some things to do, so we're going to stay here and then we'll bounce back to Jody and Carden for the ending of the session. So as you guys head up and go to the room, presence of magic begins dinging on occasion. There are some barriers on doors that you can kind of sense, like the doors themselves kind of have some form of magic. And then there are a couple of objects on one or two people on this floor. They seem members of security. It's tough to kind of tell necessarily what they might be, because they don't really seem like anything. It's just kind of like a small-ish tube hanging off a couple of the belts, is kind of what you sense.
And that's that's the magical presence on them.
As you approach Grace's door, Vega and Casimir, I would say from at least decently far enough away at this particular moment, you see a heavier set, older individual, masculine presenting, who just appears to be in a chair with his leg kind of crossed over his knee, reading the paper, who dings sorcerer.
Okay. May I ask what I should roll for a knack skill roll?
That depends on the knack that you...
Overworld knowledge.
That is a sage knack, I believe.
Believe so, yes.
Callings. Sage usually procs on academics, occult, and subterfuge. Let me ask what the intent for overworld knowledge is. For each success. So... Gotcha, okay.
No, this... I know I'm doing this kind of retroactively, or if it... Rather than, I'm doing this in the moment, rather than having trained or studied for this.
It's fine. Ask a question for the relevant to the events transpiring. That's fine. You know, something that you would know would be magic or related things. My question is before I have you roll this, is what information are you are you trying to find out more information about the individual, about the person who's ringing sorcerer? Are you trying to find more information about the hospital? That's more or less what I'm looking at here.
Not so much the hospital, but definitely what are we walking into? What is going to be the danger here?
Okay. Given the presence of magic, while your sorcery skill is academics, I'm going to say that that's an occult roll.
Okay. It doesn't really bother me because
They're both 5.
They're both 5. So, cunning occult?
Yeah. Mental occult sounds pretty good. Kind of trying to read
5 successes.
Okay. And it says, for each, ask me... a relevant question for each success.
So, one thing I would want to know is, does Grace Shaw have any precautions in place to deal with us?
Grace does not.
Grace does not. Is this sorcerer that I see here here to protect or detain Grace?
I'm going to give you the opportunity to rephrase that question, because
It could be a yes/no question.
it's not that like that is giving me options, and the options don't necessarily aren't necessarily mutually exclusive.
Okay. Is the sorcerer in league with the Deicide Compact?
I'm going to phrase this very carefully.
Okay.
To be as transparent as I can be. Every sorcerer that you've ran across has been in league with the Deicide Compact.
And that's the answer?
So, I don't know if you've gotten to a point where you guys have looked that far into the Deicide Compact to get a lot of the information.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But every sorcerer that you've ran into has been a member of the Deicide Compact so far.
The magical vials on the security belts. Is that is that something to is it something for the patients or an intruder?
Given that it is on security and they're not vials, they're little kind of metallic tubes as far as far as you can tell. They do seem to be more for intruders.
More for intruders, okay.
It's...
I believe that's 3 or 4.
Does Grace have any defenses? Is the sorcerer here? It's, that would be 3, because you technically asked 4, but I had you rephrase 1.
I thank you, oh gracious story guide. Let's see. Do anyone else, like, do others here have questions? I take that as a no.
Any questions, Vega, Andre?
I don't think so.
Otherwise, I can spend momentum to roll them over for a following scene.
I don't think so. Not for me.
Okay. It's spending momentum 1 to 1?
No, it just says spend momentum, so it would just spend a momentum, and you could hold on to the questions.
Then I would like to do so if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead and make a note of that somewhere, because I don't know if the next scene will pop off.
Makes sense.
Between now and next session.
Yep.
Okay. But you do know that there is a sorcerer there. Do you guys continue to approach, or?
Yeah, I think so. I will whisper to Andre. There's a sorcerer here. Wait, the wrong accent. There's a sorcerer here. I think this one is with the Dayside Compact as well.
There's a guard?
The guards have something on their belts. I do not know what it is for specifically, but I have to think it is something that they might use if they consider us intruders. Something magic.
I think we can see from here he's still alive. What is our plan?
I will say, to continue illustrating it just a little bit more, just to make it clear, this space appears to be kind of an ICU type space.
Barely alive.
I was thinking that if possible we could try and talk with her.
I think we can talk with her, but we might be able to talk with him.
If you suggest that that's the best first approach, yes.
Okay, I guess we'll try and have a conversation with the sorcerer.
So the three of you, though he currently only sees two of you, approach, and he looks up, raises an eyebrow as he closes the paper, and he goes, "Hello there. Can I help you?"
Yes, I was wondering what you are doing near the ward that houses Grace Shaw.
Looks you guys over briefly and just goes, I'm just making sure she's recovering.
For what purpose, if I may ask?
Is it odd for individuals to make sure that people are recovering in the hospital?
No, it is not. But that is
Well,
not
there
why
you
I'm
go.
asking the question.
Yeah. He takes a look around the space and goes, I mean, is there a particular interest that you have coming to somebody who's making sure someone's recovering and interrogating them like this?
I am not yet interrogating you. I'm simply asking questions.
Asking somebody what the purpose of them being in a hospital, making sure someone's recovering fine, really feels like an interrogation.
I am sorry, I do not have a darkened room and a small lamp to shine in your eyes.
Okay. I'm sitting here, reading a paper, having somebody sit there and recover as a stranger comes up to me and starts asking me my business, and is now addressing me with sarcasm.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Casimir Soriano.
Alright. Nice to meet you, Casimir.
And you are?
They call me Porter.
It is nice to meet you, Porter.
So, there is a flash of recognition at the names. Yeah. And it nods for a moment, goes, so, what brings the two of you here to Miss, Shaw's space?
We would like to ask her some questions about the events leading up to her stay here.
Given the injuries he sustained, if you feel capable of getting her up, then by all means. But I can always try to answer them myself if they're pressing.
Glance over at Andre.
I'm sure he can answer some of our questions.
May I ask if you have any ties to the Deicide Compact?
He sighs and uncrosses his legs, setting one down, leans forward, doesn't stand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know to what extent you guys end up taking a look at things. I know that a lot of you are probably new to what's going on. But I would say that this entire building has ties to all sorts of organizations and compacts. And I'm not trying to sit there and start anything, but I am kind of concerned about the way that you come up to people and ask them if they have ties to possibly dangerous organizations, especially in a place of healing.
I do not wish for you to be so concerned. It is just that we are dealing with heavy topics. I do not mean to deceive you in any kind of way either. We know that Miss Shaw was involved. We know that you are looking out for her, at least to make certain that she recovers. You've yet to ascertain the reason for you doing so. You seem to keep that close to your chest.
Well, if I were to come up to you and start asking a bunch of questions about the Druzia Polonores Zvedi, would you be willing and forthcoming with a bunch of that information?
The friends are open to talking about themselves.
Would they be open to individuals that come up and announce themselves as people that might be against things that they believe in or ways to keep themselves safe. Friends have a very interesting history with some of the things that happened about 50 to 100 years ago at this point.
Naturally, they come from a area of this world that has been touched
You're
by that history very deeply.
and I wouldn't begrudge them their secrets. Especially if somebody came in and started asking a bunch of questions like that. Vega, you're invisible. What are you doing when this conversation's gone on? Vega? Michi?
Will we lose?
Vanish.
Give me a second.
No, I'm just imagining the starting up screen of like Sega, but it's Vega.
I'm going to assume distraction by cats.
Possibly.
I was going to say phone call.
Also possible.
Yeah, but you have extra information given you live in the same building.
Alright. It was just a bit of a little Discord blip there.
Uh,
Vega, you're invisible at this particular instance while a lot of this conversation's going on. What are you up to?
Being invisible.
Sure, but what does that entail?
I'm just
you-
there to
Are
keep
you
an eye on.
you're keeping an eye on things? Are you investigating? Or are you just making sure that nothing really starts?
I'm keeping an eye on things to make sure nothing does start, but I'm also keeping an eye out for anything suspicious in the area, like in the room, seeing if there's anything that seems odd in there. Because it's kind of hard to snoop around when, like when the person is actively talking, and it'd be odd for like something to be moving around in the air.
As you're kind of in the hallway taking a look around, something that you have noticed is a member of the security is not right up on you guys, but is about 15, 20 feet away, just kind of watching the situation. As Casimir and is having the conversation, and Andre is. So, is there? Regardless, we can keep doing this ta-ta-ta as long as you'd want, Casimir, if I may call you that.
Is my name?
What is it that you're looking for, given Miss Shaw's currently out of commission due to the grievous injuries she sustained?
We are here mostly to gain information about the Deicide Compact for our own safety.
He was the one who attacked us first.
He acts a little more than rashly. Bit, old-fashioned, for lack of a better word. I think I don't think that she would make that mistake again.
Do you understand that we wish to know that such actions will not be undertaken in the future?
I understand the reason for that, but the only way to make sure that anything else, well, I don't like that kind of talk. Kind of shrugs his shoulders and tries to get a little more comfortable in regards to Ingosum. If you know the type of people that Grace works for, and you're looking for, I'm not usually the talker here, a blanket embargo on the actions that she took, I don't entirely know how to promise that. A lot of us, I'm not saying all of us, a decent amount of us kind of act either on our own orders or interpret those orders the best way that we see fit. And so, unless you're, I can give my word that myself and I'm pretty certain Grace won't try to make that happen again. We're not the, there's more people out there who might decide to take a more extremist route with things. So if you're looking for more than she won't, I'm not going to guarantee anything.
No, I understand that. And I appreciate you actually taking the time to speak with me. It also tells me that I'm not speaking to the one who is fully in power here, despite your abilities.
Trust me. I don't think you'd want to talk to him.
You may be right there. But it also tells me that, and I'll be open about this. One of the reasons that I wished to have this conversation, at least someone, was to try and find out how extreme a response we need to formulate.
I wish you the luck in your endeavors, Casimir.
I appreciate that well wish.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do whilst you're here?
Glance over to Andre.
I can't think of anything.
Well then, if there's no other things that you wish to divulge at this moment, I would like to thank you for your conversation.
Of course.
And if ever you are in the want for some borscht, I mean, you know about the friends.
I think we might be a little bit opposed diametrically, but
Maybe we
I'll
can
let 'em
change your
know
mind.
that your optimism is appreciated. Have a good day. Be safe on your way out.
Thank you very much.
And the security guard that Vega had noticed begins escorting the two of you out. I don't know if Vega wants to accompany them or not.
No, company.
Okay. All right. So we'll hop back then. I don't think I'm going to get back to you, Michi, because I know you said that you had some things that you need to take care of today. If you wanted to go ahead and start getting ready whilst listening in, but so we go back to Jody and Cardin.
Team Chaos.
Hey.
You guys have made it in
Yes.
to a spare room on the first floor. What would you guys like to do?
So look at God and say, right, the information we want is probably in the same room she is, right?
I did not hear that. I apologize.
The information we want is probably in the same room she is, right?
Annoyingly, yes.
Okay. When the lads were looking around,
Mhm.
did they happen to notice if there was a landline phone in her room?
There was not a landline phone. There
Is there
was
one anywhere else in the building?
Going to ask what your intent is.
To get her out of the room
Oh.
and distract her with the lads making a phone call. And maybe stealing her car.
I love Team Chaos.
I gotta take a look at a couple of things in regards to that real quick. Since you do have a backup plan in regards to the car,
Mm-hmm.
in regards to taking a look at the things there isn't an extra landline. Damn. Okay, I can't do that. But you do notice that as the lads are kind of looking around, it's definitely the person that keeps a lot of things separate, even digitally, type of thing. So she's got like extra devices that are kind of sitting around at this particular moment. Not a landline necessarily, but other things that could be called or addressed to sit there and make happen depending on how skilled these monkeys
Weird
are
to
in
have
finding that
internet but
information.
no landline, but okay.
We have internet and we don't have a landline.
It's weird. I don't use my landline phone, I do have one.
I don't pay
Probably.
for one, but it can be activated on my
Yeah.
internet.
But basically the kind of thing I want to do is like have a very important sounding phone call from the lads pretending to be like the police or something, saying that like, oh, someone's stolen her car and causing havoc with it.
Get out, me car!
So here's what I'm gonna do in regards to that, because there's a lot of ways that this can go.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna remind people of a mechanic that we don't necessarily go on in regards to it, especially because of the intent here. We have paths.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And so what you can do is tap a path to do a twist of fate. Guides also can work as paths, type of thing. So I would say that you could tap Leo, because he's a little chaotic monkey guy, or you could probably tap the delinquent on the aspect of a prank call or defier of authority, depending on which one that you'd like to do. What that's going to do is we're going to ask you for a roll, and you're going to add 2 dice to that roll. If you succeed, you tell me what happens.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'll use Misunderstood Delinquent.
Okay. So, the lads are making this call, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say that this is a social thing, because this is about manipulating somebody.
Okay, cool. Manipulation.
So social leadership in this particular case.
Leadership. Since I'm going to be able to use a lot of them for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I take more than one of them to steal a car. Can I use my specialty?
Yeah, sure.
And this gets a +2 to dice? Or
Dice modifier.
Okay.
Dice modifier +2.
Yes.
Help me out
Come on,
here.
lads. 6 successes.
Dragons
Nice.
don't get Twist of Fates, right?
Yeah, they do. It's how paths work, just period.
Oh, okay.
It might be called something different in regards to it, but that is how the story path system works. Even in Trinity and other games that work on that. Twist of Fate or Twist of you can tap the path for small bonuses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So with 6 successes, which was greater than the thing that I was sitting there and taking a look at, you hear kind of the pause of stuff kind of going on. A line picked up, and the muffled sound of conversation, and then the steps of someone heading quickly downstairs.
I'll just say very still. In the spare room.
There is kind of the point where there's a moment where she looks out, sees that the vehicle is currently still there, hear the garage door close, and she goes, well, I don't know who's calling here, or who's doing this, and what's going on in regards to it, and then you hear the tires screeching as the car pulls out in regards to it at the moment. Okay, I'm sitting here.
Jody is like biting their own hand so that they don't laugh out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Garden's just doing that thing where he holds his fist in front of his face as his cheeks are like puffed out, trying to also keep down laughter.
Okay. She he rushes out after it because I can't think of anything that would be fast enough at that scale level.
Okay, we've
If
got
I
like
recall
we've got a few minutes at least. Let's grab up again. When try not to like take anything, but like take notes, whatever.
Got it. Only commit information theft.
Yes.
I just want to. Where the hell is it? I know. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so it's only a scale 0 English. Okay, so she leaves briefly. You guys. So, how are you guys going through the house? Are you guys still trying to be quiet in case there's other things, or are you guys trying to get in and get out as quickly as possible?
Light foot quick is probably my approach.
Okay. Go ahead and then make for me, both of you, physical subterfuge checks. Stealth does apply in these. I'm going to give you the difficulty. In total, it is 3, which is the complication would come up from trying to do it quickly while staying quiet. Okay, Jody's good.
You said difficulty 3, right?
Mm-hmm. You don't need to put that in there. You can just roll it.
Okay.
When there is
Sorry, go ahead.
When there is a complication, are we supposed to know the side effects of the complication before deciding whether or not to buy it off?
I think it could definitely depend on the situation. I think it definitely varies depending on the type of thing that comes up. But like, for example, if you have something that can increase an injury condition, it's something that I would kind of let you know about, or something that can kind of come on. But there's other aspects where it's like, with the complication from sneaking into the place that Cardin had, I think that it's more dramatically appropriate to not tell what might necessarily happen if you fail the complication.
That makes sense.
Does my enhancement from my perfect camouflage still apply?
Is it still active?
Yes. Well, did we change scenes?
No, it's still the same scene.
Alright, then yes, it is still active.
I am rolling it up. Okay. It does not, because she is not there to notice you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright. 5 successes. Very quickly, you guys are able to sit up there and get into the office.
Yeah.
You see a laptop, 2 different towers, and a couple of other small electronic devices.
Did you happen to leave anything unlocked? She did say she was working on a computer.
Yeah, you I'm going to say there are like the stuff on the desktop is currently unlocked. The laptop is closed, and any of the small electronic devices are currently in sleep mode, if not off.
There.
Okay.
Are you better with computers?
No, but I know somebody who is, and she does like computer stuff for me. Give me a sec.
Okay, get her to do computer magic.
So can I Alright, so I'm going to very heavily leave things up to your discussion. Brandine is probably very used to stealing information from me, I would imagine. Yes?
Sure.
Okay. Can we just say that she's given me a wireless thumb drive?
Has she given you a wireless thumb drive? Would you
Yes.
get that from one of your paths? Is that a piece of equipment that you would have?
1 second. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Mr. Private Investigator?
Yeah.
It sounds like something you should have.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
especially if you're going places and she's not.
Okay. So, I think
Yeah,
that answers
so-
that question.
Yeah, I'm just I put it into the you said only one tower is unlocked currently, right?
So you see 2 towers. There is a few monitors. The monitors are on, type of thing. It is a bunch of cords that are there. If you'd like to try to identify things, you can make a technology roll.
That's a bad idea. Let's do it.
Contrary-wise, you could try to sit there and make a different roll and tap your PI path for a twist of fate.
Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, let's do that.
That could work.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do a twist of fate for private investigator, and I activate Gumshoe Noir effects, and I go into
Activate detective
RDJ. I go into like Batman, Arkham City, RDJ, Sherlock Holmes, just deduction and logic skills.
Yeah.
Given the nature of this role, I'm going to lean towards subterfuge here. Because
I can already imagine Cardin going like, the dame's computer was as easy to get into as a well-greased Rolodex.
So, I'm going to lean towards subterfuge.
I love that.
And this, in order to identify things, is going to be mental.
Okay.
And then you add 2 dice for the twist of fate.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you guys some information because I know that there's probably like a cursory glance or that Jody's sitting there and taking a look around. Jody, the type of setup that Grace had is not here, as Grace kind of did a lot of occult things. I will let you... I don't think that you're good at these.
Oh, okay.
We're not good at these.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, you could attempt a difficulty, I'm going to say 4 for both of you. You can make an occult or technology check, mental, if you would like to kind of identify what's going on. For you to get the information, it is a difficulty 4 subterfuge check, Cardin.
I was about to say, I'm bad at occult and technology, so that's all
I have
you.
nothing in either of those.
Oh boy.
You don't have to make it. You can make it. You don't have to.
Can I
Okay.
instead?
The one
Can
time we
I-
don't bring the weird kids.
Can I look around
Mhm.
and see if there's any anything written down on paper?
Excuse me, did you just call us the weird kids?
Oh, I didn't even question it.
I was gonna call you Team Pacifism, but
Weird kids?
Most of the stuff that seems to be written down is things that are shorthand in relation to it. It's kind of hard to see what's useful and what's not.
I'm just gonna
is there
copy
anything-
some of it down.
I was
Okay.
about.
So
Is
it can
there
be
anything in
interpreted by-
particular
So it
that
can be
you're...
interpreted by people with brains.
Is there
Okay.
anything in particular that you're looking for? Just on curiosity.
I don't know.
I was about to say you don't have to copy anything down. Cardin does have a disposable camera on him.
Well, I might maybe take pictures of it with my phone.
Okay. So you guys get some pictures around there. Easy enough. Don't need to sit there and make a roll for any of the stuff on there. Cardin?
I would like to finagle my way into a specialty.
Let me take a look at your specialties.
Yeah, I am technically tracking information. I understand the thinness of the ice I am on.
I think tracking was specifically for following people. Is what you put that in there for.
Fair enough. I'll accept that. Okay.
This is that's a survival specialty.
Okay, fair. Well, no, I'm not gonna push my luck. All right. So you said I get a +2 for the Twist of Fate, and I have a difficulty of 4, right?
Yeah, that is +2 dice modifier.
Dice modifier. Okay. Okay. Cross your fingers, everyone.
Doing so.
Yes.
Wow.
You
All
did
right.
it.
You did it indeed.
5.
So, you're able to sit there and get it. You do know that there's not much time. So, with 5 successes, Brandine's going to try to get a lot of information as possible. I need to sit there and take a look at the degrees of success. But as interesting conversations happened, as people are rushing to get things finished, as pictures of individuals getting deeper in these continues to go on, we'll go ahead and call the session there for the evening. Hope everybody had a good
I wanted to
time.
escape, but okay.
Yeah.
Gotta make things exciting. You gotta keep
Yeah.
the cliffhangers somehow.
Yeah, there's going to be spaghetti again.
Yay. Maybe
I've
I'll turn it
been
into a gun this time.
I've been the story guide for the evening, Alvarance, with me playing the mischievous Jody. I've had Keyscript.
The lads are so useful.
Lads.
They're such good boys when they want to be.
Playing the invisible Vega, I've had Michi.
Who may or may not be here. Oh,
I'm invisible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic was off because I was getting dressed to go to the store earlier.
No
That's
worries.
why I've been kind of quiet.
No worries.
Playing the, I'm gonna say blunt this time, Casimir. I've had Nether.
Blunt, I've been nothing but blunt.
That's not entirely true.
Yeah.
By the way, does anybody else hear that random yelling in the background?
Yes.
Cat?
My cat can pretty
Oh, but-
easily be heard. Playing the overeager Carden. I've had Red Ghost.
Listen, one day the stupidity's gonna pay off.
I doubt that.
I also doubt
and
that.
then and then playing the quick thinking Andre. I've had Robo Pirate.
I did thinking? Oh, good.
Me too.
Yay.
And we'll go ahead and catch you guys next time. Bye meow.
Bye. And that was our game. I am going to bring up some music once again. Let me... there we go. Thank you all so much for hanging out and listening in. It's always very, very nice to see that people are enjoying this kind of story. I hope to see all of you next week, where we'll be playing Hyrule Chronicles, which is also something I'm very much looking forward to. And I think we should go and raid someone who is doing cozy games, which in this case is Fallen Games. So next stream will be Monday, where we'll be doing Hyrule Chronicles, and possibly later in the week there will be more map making, but we'll have to see because it's going to be a busy week. That said, I have been Nether, I am Nether, and I will be Nether for at least at least until Monday. Not sure about when, about the rest of the week. Have a good one. Thank you all so much for being here, and enjoy the following stream as well. Goodbye now.